had just finished the first year of work at an investment firm and received my first performance review. It was bad. Not I am humbly telling you it was bad, so I don't brag. My reviewer actually admitted he had to inflate my scores a little bit so it didn't look so horrible. That level of bad. My immediate reaction, I am too stupid to make it in investing. My next reaction, I have to punish myself for my failure. I left the office and began sprinting through a still chilly Boston night. I hate running. I don't ever run for exercise. But every time I felt the need to punish myself, I would sprint until my lungs began to burn. I had failed, and the voice in my head said, "You should suffer for it." If a friend came to me upset about a bad performance review or a terrible fight, I wouldn't tell her to go run some laps as a punishment. I would hug her and help her figure out a way out of this difficult time. So why would I treat myself differently than I would a close friend? Think of the voice you use to criticize yourself. That interview was so horrible, why couldn't I come up with better answers? Or, I said the dumbest things on that date, I'll be single forever. We've internalized this negative self-talk as normal. We aren't even aware of it, and we don't question it. This voice gives us feedback on our performance. We believe it makes us be better, try harder, reach higher. It's our internal coach. But it's feedback from a coach who doesn't really know how to coach. Research shows that athletes are more motivated by positive coaches than hostile ones. Yet when it comes to coaching ourselves, we tend to be more hostile than positive. I thought I was becoming tougher by punishing myself for my failures, but the opposite was true. If I wanted to be a great coach to myself and improve my performance, I needed to train that voice in my head to shush negative self-talk and embrace self-compassion instead. Self-compassion is a switch from self-judgment to self-kindness. It's firing the coach who says, "You are so weak," and hiring the one who says, "I understand it's tough." When your team is getting blown out at halftime, you don't win the game by screaming, "You suck." Coach K, the legendary Duke basketball coach with the most wins in Division I men's basketball history, says that his most reliable pep talk to his players is, "I believe in you." The positive impact of self-compassion is rooted in biology. When we are hard on ourselves, our body doesn't realize that it's our self-talk and not someone else yelling at us, and releases stress hormones. When you stew on that problem or beat yourself up over that failure, your body continues to release cortisol, diverting energy from a task at hand. That's why if you are a basketball player and you miss the first free throw, you don't improve your chances of making the next one by beating yourself up. You do it by taking a deep breath and concentrating. As one of the greatest poets of our generation, Taylor Swift, tells us, you need to just shake it off. Last week, I caught myself thinking, I am not strong enough to give this talk. I have too much going on. It's going to be so bad. I am a disappointment. But that's a lie. I am strong enough, but it's not about strength. I was drunk on cortisol, and I needed to get my head back in the game. So how did I do it? 4 years ago, I wouldn't have. I would have kept beating myself up all the way to a very mediocre draft in a terrible, self-fulfilling prophecy. Today, when I realize I'm beating myself up, I bring up my inner Coach K, who says, "I believe in you." and I go through 5 steps of self-compassion. First, name it. Name what it is that you're actually feeling. I wasn't just stressed, I was hurting. Because with everything else going on with my life, I didn't feel I had capacity to do justice to a topic that matters so much to me. You need to first understand exactly what's wrong. Step 2, feel it. Allow yourself to fully embrace that feeling, whether it's upset or anger or disappointment. I was hurting and I wanted to cry, so I did. I didn't go for a sprint. I took a walk and I cried. A few years ago, I have felt crazy doing that, but it's actually a natural human reaction. It's my 3-year-old niece, Lena, throwing a tantrum, then suddenly stopping and going back to play. The secret here is once you allow yourself to deeply feel that feeling, that negative emotion passes faster. Step 3 is my favorite. Comfort yourself. Ask yourself what would you say and do if it was a friend and not yourself. What do I need right now to feel better? I came back home from my walk. I played Drake as loud as my speakers would allow. I danced, and I ate chocolate. This step is not about problem solving. It's about giving yourself what you need there and then. Step 4, hit a mental reset. Tell yourself that it sucks, but it's okay, and it will pass. Now that you've felt your feelings, you can have mental space again to be rational. I've hung out with a friend who gave me Drake and chocolate. She's cool. Now it's time for a friend who will help me solve the problem. What do I need to get done, and how can I make it more manageable? The 5th and last step is simply go. With your head back in the game, it's time to take action. What are your next steps? I sat down, I made a to-do list, and I wrote, remembering why I wanted to give this speech in the first place. Now you might ask, why didn't I just suck it up? I should have sat down and written the damn thing. I could have. But my inner coach is smarter than that. And she knows that if she forces me to do something, the result won't be half as good as when I'm ready to do it, want to do it. Self-compassion allowed me to free myself and be ready sooner. Whether it's a bad interview or a bad breakup or simply a bad day, you want to pick yourself up faster, so you're ready for whatever life throws at you next. Coach K lives by the next play philosophy. Whatever you've just done is not nearly as important as we're going to do right now. As he says, anyone who's had success or wants it can't have a rear-view mirror in their car. They can't look back. They've got to look ahead. So don't look back. Be a good coach to yourself. Show yourself some self-compassion. Name it, feel it, comfort yourself, reset, go. 5 steps, you got this. I believe in you.